Hello, LEGO fans, and welcome into a brand new episode of Brick Hour Time Capsule. I am JJ, otherwise known as Langster Builds.
I'm Cameron of Cameron Studios.
And we are joined today, yet again, by our very good friends from the TTV Channel, Mr. Eljay Johnsen and Mesonak.
Hello, third time in a row.
And LJ, I think you're the guest who's been on this channel the most.
What are it to 7 now?
7. Deeply honored. That is tremendous. I always have a great time. Hanging out with you guys is a blast. So thank you so much.
We always love having you.
Well, you know, we got to make it 8. If we got that 5-hour episode, we put everything together. That's technically 5 episodes.
Lord.
I mean, 8 episodes.
Yeah.
And congrats on the 1,000 subscribers. Good.
Thank you. You guys had a nice part in that, so we appreciate it.
And help as little as we could, but you guys definitely earned it. Like you're churning out great stuff. So I'm excited to see where you go from here.
And speaking of that, because this is coming out before the live stream.
No, do we have to?
Saturday, the 29th at 7 p.m. EST, Cam is going to be building the Dreams Dino Jet.
Yeah!
From start to finish in one live session.
Dude, it looks like a cool set, man. Come on.
I hate Dreams.
And if Chris Bricks has his Ray, you'll build the A model and the B model.
No, enough with that. You're lucky I'm building it once.
Yeah, right.
Dude.
But obviously that's not why we're all here today. We are here today to finish our discussion on Bionicle G2 and the history of that theme. And before we get rolling, let's get into a little bit of the story of how 2015 kind of leads into 2016. I'm going to roll this to LJ so we can get rolling and talking about that.
Certainly. So 2015 ends with the TOA, the masters, as they're kind of called, the masters of their elements, beating Umarak, the Skull Stealer, Meso?
Not even close. 2015 ended with
Umarak doesn't show up in 2016.
Not Umarak. Sorry. I was trying to remember his name. I can't remember.
Umarak, the Skull Stealer. It's Kulta, the Skull Grinder.
Thank you. I was looking because he has another name in the set, and it's not Kulta at all.
Skull Grinder, bro.
Skull Grinder.
Skull Grinder.
I'm so sorry. I just got out of a tree. Sorry.
I mean, to be fair, this is your 7th, essentially 8th episode on here. That's like your first mix-up. You get a pass.
And it's about G2.
Deteriorate in real time.
I mean, it's not G2.
No.
It's a special case.
So the TOA Masters, they fight and beat Kulta, the Skull Grinder. He had just gotten a hold of the Mask of Creation from Akimu's tomb. The TOA wake Akimu up. They're like, hey, this didn't take 8 years this time. Wakey, wakey.
Nope.
So the 7 of them head over to the forge where all the masks are made. Kulta puts on the mask, absolutely destroys the TOA, beats all of them. So Akimu's like, I'm going to go ahead and make some cool things, weapons, da-da-da-da-da. All right, cool. Beats Kulta, takes the mask back, and makes the TOA all new sets of armor. Brings them back. Their masks were pretty heavily damaged in the fight. So he brings them back, and he gives them new armor. And they are now the TOA Uniters. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of where we start with things.
I will point out very briefly, minor anecdote that literally doesn't matter. The whole Kulta Skull Grinder thing, there's like a book in 2016 that I don't think we're going to be talking about because it really doesn't matter that much. So I'll just mention it here, where he returns, the Skull Grinder returns, and the author was like, should probably give him a name this time. So it's only ever in that book. Just little minor bit. He's the only one of the Skull villains to actually get a name. Because
I think we didn't talk about this last week at all, but I think that one of the things that hurt the Skull villains in 2015 was their lacks of having names in the sets. They were just generically named villains. That probably hurt them a little bit.
Yeah, I would say so.
It really sucks because the Skull villains are equal parts numerous and singular, and it's very difficult to tell which is which. So like Skull Basher and Skull Slicer only make singular appearances as singular units, but Skull Scorpios and Skull Warriors are numerous. There are a whole bunch of those.
Yeah, they're all over.
It's just kind of hard to tell because in 2001, which 2015 takes a lot of inspiration from, the Rahi are numerous. There are a lot of them. They're wildlife. They're things that inhabit the world, but these are very specific in particular.
Did we ever get any kind of an answer as to like what they even are? Because in the past, Makuta
They just
didn't
look like
have a
zombies.
skull army.
Yeah, pretty
like,
much.
Are they dead like Okotan villagers? Because they sure don't look like that. They're
They are
huge.
reanimated.
But like, what are
What were they originally?
Oh wait, I think the book goes into this. The Skull Raiders, I think, is what they were called. Yeah, okay. The Skull Raiders were an ancient group of pirates who plagued the island of Okoto in the years prior to the Battle of the Mask Makers. So they were literally just invaders that Makuta formed an alliance with. That's it.
That would have been really cool to know.
Yeah, it
If
would
they
have been.
went
In the
into
actual,
that.
yeah,
It would have been, wouldn't it?
that would have
Yeah,
been interesting.
boy.
to see.
And that book, the book that came out, it's Bionicle Escape from the Underworld, and it released June 28th, 2016, which is a massively important date because it is 32 days before G2 was officially canceled.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
wow, their
Spoilers.
timing's great.
This year, before we look at the sets, this year has got to be the single most turmoil-ridden year for any Lego theme ever.
I'll
More than
agree with
video?
this. Yes.
More than video, yes.
Wow.
Much more than video.
All
Because
Yeah.
video seemed like it was doomed to fail, like it was going to just
True.
crumble in seconds. But Bionicle had weight behind it and had people rooting for it. And we're going to get to it at the end, but the way it goes out was out of left field. But let's look at the sets. Let's jump in and start here. Because the Protectors are still around in 2016. They are replaced, however, set-wise by the Creatures.
I still can't
Yeah.
believe they just call them the creatures. And like they have names too, but they still call them creatures. Like,
Wow.
The
Now,
gimmick
the
behind
cool thing with
sets-
these guys was they take a lot from the Ave Matoran and like the Shadow Matoran from 2000, was it 8? Yes. Where they actually connect to the back of the Toa Uniters.
Yes. Yep.
Yes, I saw that. That was pretty cool.
That is the idea. That's why the Toa this year are called Uniters, because it is supposed to be a Unity feature. And it's far better incorporated than the Unity feature from 2015, because what you could do with a lot of those sets is you take the Protectors, you take all their armor and weapons off, and you just stick them on their corresponding Toa. And that's supposed to be a combo model. In this instance, you don't have to take pieces on or off. You just go stick them on the backs.
Yeah. Which is cool. And they can also like integrate into the Toa Uniters, which was sick too.
What I find really interesting is, if I'm remembering correctly, like all the prices from 2015, they didn't really like shoot up high compared to like the Gen 1. This one did. I mean, this set alone, it's already 5 times more than what it used to be, being at almost $50, 34 used. Like that's pretty decent for a $10 set, honestly.
so the reason I think, if memory serves, I know this is true for the second wave, but maybe it's true for the first wave too, because it got canceled so quickly after their release. They didn't stick around on shelves for that long, and there's a lot of like artificial scarcity. I know the summer sets never even made it to certain countries, but I don't know about these
Really?
guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creature of Jungle, which is cool. And I liked the fact that the little skull spiders are replaced by like the living traps. I loved
the
that.
bear
feature.
trap
That was cool.
guys.
Yeah, that was cool. And we'll kind of keep seeing more of these guys. So, Creature of Jungle, cool looking. The Creature of Stone.
So weird. One of the worst sets ever made.
It looks very like congested. Like there's too much going on.
The stock image doesn't properly communicate just how bad this set is until you've like held it in hand. The stuff flops around. There's like no friction on the tail, so
look
it
at that
will
middle
just keep
picture.
like spinning left and right, and the arms are just.
It doesn't look like much of anything, to be honest. I mean, that looks cool, but like
It's
looking
supposed
at
to be a
this,
scorpion. It's just the construction. This is the first Lego set that I ever built in my life, that I ever made, and at the end of the build was extremely disappointed by.
Yeah.
I did not
Whoa.
enjoy building it. I did not like the end result. And my feelings toward it over the years have softened significantly. Like
Not mine. It sucks.
I can see the positives in it. There are good things about it, but dang, it was the first Bionicle set that ever disappointed me. Even if I like it by default, it's arguably my least favorite.
Just look at the tail. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. It spins left and right for some reason.
All right,
Like,
LJ, I gotta ask. You said this is the first Bionicle set that disappointed you. Is it the only one, or is there more to come from this year?
From this year, no.
Okay.
I can't think of any. I mean, there are other
Really?
Bionicle sets that disappointed me,
Mhm.
but they were system sets that I got later on.
Mhm.
This is the first and right now only time that I opened a brand new Bionicle set, built it, and was like, wow, I didn't enjoy that.
We are not
Okay.
the same. 2016 has a good few for me.
All right, then I guess we better get on to the creature of water, Akita or
This
Akita.
one's cool. Akita.
Ooh,
I do like this one.
Yeah, it's
It
a
actually-
throwback. It's like mostly Technic, I feel.
It looks like a fish too, which it like really plays into the role of the creature of water.
And it's got the double cannons, which is
Yeah, it's really, really cool looking.
That's pretty cool looking too, honestly, as well. And this one's new, $23. Why is this one so cheap?
Well, oh wait, what? Oh, no,
It's
you're
going
right.
for $22 new, $30 used. I mean, obviously that fluctuates with Bricklink, but like that's the lowest price we've seen so far of the three. And
I
it
bet
looks the
it's-
coolest to me.
I bet it's because most of it is Technic or generalized parts that you can find in system sets. Like even the fins are pretty common in like system sets. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I have no clue.
probably something like that.
Really,
Yeah, very cool.
a quick fun fact.
Ooh.
Those fin pieces, we call them Mystica fins because they debuted in Bionicle in 2008 with the Mystica wave, which was the summer wave for that
Oh.
year. Those fins are still utilized, as we all know, in Lego sets today. They have been around longer than Bionicle existed and ran for.
Wow.
awesome.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Bionicle has existed as of this year for 25 years, but because they came out in 08, they eclipse Bionicle's total run of 12 total years because they've been here for 18.
Shout
Yeah,
outs.
a while.
You know, I love this one.
Oh, I
Next
love the
up,
creature. I love the creature of
Akira,
fire.
creature of fire. That looks cool too. Like I love the talons on that. That looks really
I
cool.
love the creature of fire.
It really fits its mold pretty well.
I have very little to say bad about this dude.
And
I was
this
really
one's the one,
excited
like, it
because
fluctuates.
all of the creatures are the same price. They're all $10.
Yes.
Which for a Lego set, that's a steal. with
Well, and the
big ones are.
protectors, the protectors. There was some very slight variations between the two. I'm pretty sure, wasn't there?
Between the
What's
two,
that?
like
no, the
price
protectors
wise?
were also
Yes.
the same price.
Yeah, they
Or
were all
For some reason, I was
$10.
thinking some of them were 7. I don't know why I thought that.
Nah.
Yeah, not much
Yeah,
for home, but
that's
it's the
sick.
coolest looking one to me out of all the four so far.
G2
that's
does really well with the small sets. They were able
Yes.
to make most of them different from each other, which is cool.
All right,
Oh,
we got creature of earth.
This
A
one's
little-
also cool.
A little
It-
guy.
Yeah, mole action. Like I love the use of like the transcolor pieces. Like we keep getting different ones, and like the purple, gold, and black really stand out to me.
Mhm. It's really clean.
I love the trap has little drills as feet.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, they're all built
Wow.
slightly differently.
I gotta tell you, when I heard about that, like when me and JJ were talking about doing G2, I was expecting like a bunch of downgrades from going from Gen 1 to Gen 2 because like Gen 2 only lasted the 2 years. Gen 1 is very idolized and everything. These aren't as bad as I was expecting. I was expecting to be
No, the
lower than
small sets are
G1.
great for G2.
Make no mistake, not everybody liked the sets. There were plenty of dissenters, but
Mhm.
that's not the biggest problem. Like when people talk bad about G2, 9 times out of 10 it's the story. The sets are
Yeah.
the sets are clean. Like they went
Yeah.
hard with a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing how this was the last year because like this is pretty solid, especially for $10. It's a solid looking build. 2
Mhm.
builds, honestly.
Up
Right.
next, now we're getting to, now there's a reason we don't get the creature of ice. We'll get to that in a minute, but now we have the Toe Uniters. And
Wow.
I'm not a fan of these at all, except for one of them.
Okay, these actually look pretty cool to me.
Yeah, they kind of follow along a similar design influence as the Toa Nuva, where they have a lot of silver now,
Mm-hmm.
more like metallic colors. I pretty much don't like most of them. I think they're all downgrades over their last form, except for Pohatu, and Liwa is no exception. The arms are so short. They look at the picture of him like tilted to the side a little bit, and you can really kind of see like they're so short.
Wow.
LJ's just fuming right now.
I was not a fan of this. The mask is really cool. I do love the design, except for the fact that they now, all of the Uniters, they come with two masks still. You have the gold and the green, but the default masks are now blended molds, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they are all primary color and then silver. Liwa is, to me, an extraordinary downgrade because his primary color isn't green. It's silver.
It looks terrible.
Oh, wow. I would not have caught that.
Also, whereas last time the chest plates were like a solid color armor with an add-on on top that plugged in, which had a decal, these are one giant piece that just is like this huge block of weirdly greebly stupid looking plastic.
I like that though.
That's fair.
I didn't mind the torsos. I actually thought they looked better because there was more mechanical detail.
It's too much. It's too much. For me.
That's fair.
His color.
Also, the gearbox has been removed, and now they just have a little knob at the bottom that twisted the waist.
Yeah, it's like a waist articulation thing.
So this guy's color is not supposed to be green.
No,
it is green.
Green. That's
it's supposed to be mostly green.
The ratio's just off.
His primary color should be green. That torso, green. He should have green.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood you earlier. Okay.
Yeah, his color scheme in 2015 was green and that kind of flame yellowish orange, which we all know is Keat orange, and that was a good color scheme. Now it's silver, and look at him. He has 5 pieces of that brighter green. That's not enough.
Joke.
No.
So a lot of people like these guys, and I mean, like you said, like the torsos look kind of cool. They tried to do more of like the Bionicle kind of pistons and tech stuff. For me, I just think like these guys are overdone a little bit, and I really don't like the blended masks. They all look like they have shower caps on, and I can't take it seriously.
Such a good way to put it.
Especially Golly
now.
Especially Golly when we get to her.
Oh, jeez.
God.
Right, Uniter of Stone.
I like Pohatu though; he's cool. I got into some fierce debates about this set with one of our friends, like Var, on the TTV podcast, about like which Pohatu is better. But I don't know. I like they gave him his rock back.
He does have his rock back. That's true.
The stupid scorpion, man.
God, the scorpion looks.
And look at the combo model. How awful!
He just smacked on his back. Like it's not even like anything. He's just there.
He's got a tail now. Congrats. Yuppie. You got a tail.
What do you guys think?
This design is interesting to me, the torso print, because I think his color scheme is very fascinating. It's maybe a little much at times because it's 2 shades of brown and then a translucent green and then silver.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Sorry, 3 shades of brown because of his staff. But the torso print is interesting. They do a cool thing on the masks and the torsos where they reference the Nuva symbols from 2002.
Yes.
Which I think is great. Pohatu, if you notice, his torso has a digital camo pattern on it.
Which is sick.
Oh my God, wow.
You never see Lego use digital camo for anything.
No.
Pohatu's design here bothered me because there's too many different colors, and you just see this version comes up very sloppy. Like it looks like it's trans neon yellow and trans neon green in the renders. And I'm just like, what do we like? It just does. It does. I hate this Pohatu design so much. Like with a burning passion, I hate this Pohatu.
I do love the mask.
The mask looks cool.
I like the shoulders.
I mean,
they're kind of cool.
Up the mask. I mean, we'll just cover up that weird face because wow. But like, those are pretty solid looking masks. That's like a battle ready to go.
I just wish the standard one was solid brown and not mixed in with the silver. It would have looked so much better.
Yeah, it would have. Especially, so I really like it because the mask design. Because our friend Var, he always draws that mask with those kind of
Mhm.
like sloping side vents. And so it just reminds me a lot of his that I've been so used to him drawing for years. I, if you grew up with Bionicle or you're familiar with Bionicle in any way, any capacity, 2004, the Matoran, the powerless Matoran, are known for having masks indicating their powerlessness by having the top half be silver. So when you go from 04 to this, it looks like they're wearing a Matoran mask.
Yeah. Okay.
It's pretty strange.
Drives me crazy.
Continuing on though from Pt.2, and next is Golly Uniter of Water.
I hate this set so much.
This one I don't mind.
I don't mind it either. Like, this is a great pairing. I mean, I would have preferred a Triton, honestly, maybe instead of the sword. Like, I like the little end of the weapon. It's got the hints of orange, which works, and it's got two different blues. Like, this one actually works for me.
That's fair. I don't like the weird asymmetry. I don't really get why she has orange. I don't know what it's supposed to be, if it's like a coral kind of thing or like what they're trying to get across with that, but it didn't really solidify for
if
me.
she wasn't asymmetrical and the orange was just on like both sides of the legs and both sides of the arms, I'd have loved this.
I think, first of all, I do things. One, this is definitely the real hot takes episode. Because I agree with Meso. I side with Meso, maybe not as strongly, but I certainly side with him more on this one. I don't like this. I think that it was a significant downgrade from the Master iteration.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my issue with the asymmetry is that they don't really commit to it, because that scrawl piece that's on the hip,
Yes,
it doesn't really have a flow when you look at the next one, which is on the shoulder, which just goes like this. So it's kind of like this, but the other armor pieces are both like this. So if they'd taken the orange pieces and just also reflected them like this, I would have enjoyed it more, because at least then there's a pattern there. But here they just have an orange and it goes.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't.
I like the look of Golly's Uniter mask, though. I don't hate that.
Yeah.
I mean, the bottom half is fine. The top half is the worst of shower cap effect.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She has the best one of the best combo forms, though, I think.
Oh yeah,
the tail going down the back and the cannons on the shoulders. Like,
yeah, that's pretty badass.
It's sick.
It improves the set.
Let's see who's next.
It's trying to be a sword and a spear at the same time, because it's got like the guards on it too, which is
kind
of. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really understand that either.
The weapons in this one are just confusing to me. Oh,
they're all worse.
Look how they massacred my boy. Like,
they're all worse.
To be fair,
why is he $120?
Because he's gold.
I don't hate Tahu's top half at all. I think his bottom half is way too skinny, and his weapons are atrocious.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't know why they went so like extra on the weapons. Like
they go so gold heavy for him, and then his mask still has the silver shower cap, and it just breaks the immersion.
It doesn't work.
Dude, he straight up has like 3 red pieces. He's even worse than Liwa with it.
Yes, no, 100%.
It's like they knew that he was like the mascot, and that they really want to emphasize him. So at least make him the only one with a red and gold mask instead of just a gold with hint of red.
And where'd the blue come from?
Yeah, on his feet. A random hints of blue on his feet.
Wait, is there... Why the...
There's just some Baraki eyes down there. Not Baraki eyes.
Borak.
Oh my God.
And on
Borak,
the torso, too. It's just little like blue bits. They just thought it would look cool, I guess.
I like the blue. I think it's a cool accent, because it's not like a deep blue. It's a bright blue. It kind of looks like an intense fire. I like that. But
combo form is good.
Why is there so little red? Why is he basically just red Takanu?
Why is he basically just gold all the way around?
Gold. It's gold and trans, orange and red and yellow. And then the hint of blue. There's no red.
I think they should have made his actual limbs red. If you're gonna make almost all of the armor gold, at least make his limbs red. Because
I
they
agree.
did red limbs back in Hero Factory, so you
They
can't
did.
tell me they haven't done it before.
Yeah, they were still in circulation.
Yes, they were.
He honestly though, despite him being too much gold, him combined with the other one looks fantastic. To
Oh, I
me.
agree. He's probably the best one.
If this was like the final form, like he's usually red, but then like he powers up one last time and then turns gold, this would have been the perfect set. I want the form with more red.
Yeah.
Because like that's who Tahu is. Tahu is the red one, and that's what red and orange. That's what everybody knows him as.
Careful with the generalizations here.
I'm just thinking
the
general for like the
gold one.
non-typical.
He's the gold.
He's not the gold one.
No, I agree.
Anua Uniter has the best weapon of all of them.
I'll agree with that.
They completely changed his body type.
Yes, which bothers me.
He doesn't even look like the same guy.
Like I get they try to keep him bulky by giving him the skull villain like rib cage part for his arms, but like, dude, this man went from being the Hulk to being Bruce Banner in a year. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, they instead of making him wide, this is the burger issue represented by Onua.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of making him wide, they made him tall.
What I'm finding interesting too is like his mask is black with silver, not like, isn't he supposed to be purple or something?
No, his primary color scheme was black. Purple was the highlight.
Yeah, and now they've replaced like, wasn't it solid purple before, and now it's trans purple now?
Yes,
I do.
Yeah,
his color scheme is just so.
These
good,
two as a pair though look fantastic.
They do.
And then
I'm iffy on the combined form.
They're not utilizing the hands at all.
No,
the hands, like, what are they supposed to do? Just like give them pats on the back for a job well done?
Yep.
Yep. Why? It doesn't. It can't do anything. It can't reach for anything.
It's just extra arms. You could tell with these Uniter forms, they designed them all around Tahu. Like they had Tahu, they were like, he works. Now what do we do? And like Liwa is basically just Tahu. Gali kind of works. The others don't work.
No.
I gotta say though, too, why does this head remind me so much of like Terminator? If you get rid of like that piece right here, it's like a Terminator. But like the color scheme works, but that final form,
the combiner forms, just
wow,
they don't work unless it's Tahu. And the last one, this is the one I love. Nope, sorry, getting to that. Umarak the Hunter.
Goated.
Whoa.
Best G2 set, in my opinion.
That's one of the best. I think there's a G2 set that's better in my opinion. But this is probably the single best villain design in Bionicle's entire history, in my opinion.
He's up there. It's him and Brutaka for me, and like maybe Maxilos. But like
I think
top three
Maxilos
for me.
Is good.
That's such a cool hot take. That
was my other one, so I'll have to say for next.
Perfect. Hot takes too. No, I love Umarak. My only complaint about Umarak is like I can't really call him a Titan set because he's like the exact same as a regular Toa, just with some extra bits on the legs. But like even with that, he still just like looks insanely cool.
He's awesome looking.
Combined with every single one, whatever he feels like it, or
yes, pretty much.
You can combine with them all.
The gimmick is Umarak is a being that has supposedly, the rare bits of lore we actually get about him is he's existed since the dawn of time, and he's like the yin to the elemental creatures yang, and he like is his sole mission in life is to hunt them down.
So wait, is he the villain or no?
He's the villain. He is the villain.
So he's talking how he's supposed to unite everything, but he's the villain? You got to help me out here.
He's trying to capture the creatures for himself.
Okay.
Essentially.
Wow.
So these are like different play scenarios in which he's able to capture one of them. The little bear trap things are his minions. They go and try to trap the creatures so he can take them. He's like a wildlife hunter kind of a character.
He also comes with the Mask of Control.
Yes.
Which was Makuda's mask in this version, which looks really cool, I'm not gonna lie. It gives me kind of an Egypt vibe.
Yeah, I can see
great job with the Mask of Control. So now we have, and for anyone keeping score, we have the Mask of Control, the Mask of Creation. We should get the Mask of Ultimate Power next.
Yeah, there's no one left.
Oh boy.
So I love Umarak. He's sick. This is a weird thing. I don't know why this set exists. How it does.
This is the best Uniter Toa.
So wait, this is combining two sets together?
No, it's both of them together, but the picture of the creature is just botched for some reason everywhere you look.
Why is it $152 new?
Oh my god. And this was $25.
I love how Kopaka Uniter looks. He looks awesome. This was the one where I'm like, I hate the other ones, but I want this one because he looks so cool.
Hot take episode for real.
Wow.
Don't agree. I think the color layering is so whack on him.
The gold on his thighs looks not right, but if it was just white and
blue-
silver, with the blue, I would have been all over it.
The blue on his arms, only 2 pieces. The gold on his thighs, only 2 pieces. I don't know, man. It's a bit weird to me.
I think it's more just how he's built.
He is built pretty sick.
And his weapons are both also really sick too.
Agreed.
I love his sword. I love his like weird shield / gun thing. Like that was wicked cool. I think his torso looks the best out of all of them.
That's fair.
Because it's his primary color white with the dark blue
true.
etched in. So it looks better than the other ones.
Good point. I don't disagree.
I do agree there. I love the shoulder design for Kopaka.
Yeah.
I think it's really well done. It's very creative. The mask is good because you can switch out the light. So that's a stud. So you can make it whatever color you want.
Oh.
Which is really cool. They did that.
Interesting.
So
now, how do these connect to the heads? Because I don't see any axle.
There's the little indents by the ears. They just slot in there.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have a vendetta against the creature. I really do not like the creature's name is Mellum. It's just Tarak, the Earth one, except way worse and like weirdly skinny. Like they're the same set, just worse. And
He's
I really
missing his
have a
fingers
problem.
pretty much. He's missing the fingers.
He's missing the fingers. He's weirdly like skinny. There isn't a lot like actually to him, and
he skipped leg day.
They hide it pretty well from a front-facing view. I'll give them that. It's kind of tough to tell, but I remember there's a stupid picture which I'm gonna have you pull up. I'm sure there's more. Could you please click this in the chat? This is my picture, so forgive the awful lighting from 10 years ago.
I'm gonna pull this up. It's a great picture.
This is like what he actually looks like. Like there's nothing going on there, man. His arms are connected by like a weird gear thing. And the head is like bigger than his entire body. It's a really strange set.
I can't unsee that now. I can't unsee that.
Not a Mellum enjoyer, personally.
No.
Wow.
So cursed. And as we come to the end of 2016, we got a couple sets left. We got Ikimu the Mask Maker.
Here's my hot take.
Okay, he's pretty cool looking.
My hot take, this guy is the best Toa build ever released in Bionicle. Full stop.
I
Wow.
don't disagree with that.
For the main reason that he looks sick, 2 weapons, transparent parts. He's also got the waist gear thing.
Yep.
And he actually has a gearbox.
He's got both.
He's got both.
He looks like a Bionicle god, to be honest. Like just the way he's presented. Like he looks like an Egyptian god in some cases.
This Ikimu set felt like the only Titan build we really got hero-wise.
Yeah, the back shot is really...
What the heck?
Because randomly there's another...
comes with an entire other set
There.
that you don't really
Isn't
buy in.
advertised.
You can see
Pause
see the back view really well there, and he has back armor too. Like, dude, he's so sick.
They went all out with him, and he was only $15 at the time.
So good.
And the Toa Masters had this problem where because of how their gearbox was built, the front ball joints were like left exposed, and they kind of just he fixed that problem too because he has like the armor there, the gold armor. Like every single problem in this kind of build they fixed for this dude. I love him. I love Ikimu.
I also
And then-
love when you take the regular gold Mask of Creation and put it on there. I think it just makes him look even better.
Yeah, no,
I
I
gotta
agree.
say, love the transparent gold or the transparent blue one. I think it just looks so
That looks
ethereal.
so
Yeah, it does.
majestic.
Yeah.
Is this
Baller
just
mask.
one piece?
Yes.
One
No,
Piece?
Luffy's in another series.
Dude.
Wow. He
For a
looks
second, I'm
fantastic.
like, what? Then I remembered you.
He looks
like-
fantastic.
Now
No,
we get the
great stuff.
beasts. Oh, yay. What a goodie. We get to talk about the beasts.
What
What the-
these guys are
Atrocious.
yeah.
Is that supposed to be its mouth?
Yep. We do not need to spend too much time on the beasts because they are pretty bad.
It came with
Yeah.
that mask?
Yeah, so these are weird. There are only 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of like elemental beasts ish, but they're also clone sets in the sense that they're horde sets. There's supposed to be a whole lot of them. They're an army, and they have some notable differences. This being lava beast, so you have like the smoky shoulders, and he's like bubbling with lava and whatnot. It's kind of a neat design. It's like a minotaur thing ish, and the blades are kind of neat, and he's got his claws, but
Yeah.
the head's goofy.
The head's really stupid. It's like fixed perpetually, like screaming. The masks don't make any sense. None of them are canon, I don't think. Like
No, they're not. The
they're
masks
just
that
like-
they have, they're corrupting them.
Yeah.
A, they only did 3, and B, they make no story appearances.
Yeah.
They're just collectibles that you don't get a full 6 of.
Ditto
Nice.
with the last set, by the way, because there was that Umarak mask that Akibu
Yes.
has. That also didn't appear in the story.
This one?
So, like,
None.
yeah, that's not a thing. So,
All right. Then we got Storm Beast.
One thing
Is
I'll
it-
give this dude, really interesting function, because he doesn't
Yes.
use either the waist gears or the shoulder gears. Instead, those little black bars on his back, you can kind of puppet his arms around, almost like you would like a marionette kind of thing.
It's like he's trying to be a T-Rex while also having a T-Rex tail.
Yeah.
I think.
I do like
These just
this
don't
one.
look
This is
right
my
to me.
favorite of the beasts.
Mine too.
I appreciated that it tried to do something like different build wise.
It's there.
It's
Yep.
there. They're all very unremarkable that this is how the theme went out.
Why are they going for so? Oh wait, is this what you're talking about
Yes.
earlier?
They
Yeah.
did not
Okay.
last long.
They
So
were
that's
only on
why.
shelves for a few months and they never made it to certain countries. So they're like
Mhm.
very scarce.
Jesus. And then we got Quake Beast.
$148 for this guy.
Oh my god.
I do like that his arm is just a giant, like, crystal club. Like, that is kind of cool.
If only it
Yeah.
looked as cool on the set as it does on the box art.
Yeah, I
Like-
know, because the rest of them just looks atrocious.
They really like played with the angles on
He
that
looks
box
like
art.
a bunny right here with his sword positioned that way.
Giant Quake bunny.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Wow.
This guy's a mess. I don't like him.
No,
And also,
it's-
they do this really cool thing. It's a little obscured. The torso print is just this vibrant fuchsia color, and it
Yes.
completely clashes with every other purple shade or crystal on him.
it doesn't
What?
even match. It's
Is
not
there even
close.
some that red hinting out here?
That's just
You
those
see
are
that?
just Technic pins
oh,
or
my
Technic
God.
axles.
Yeah.
All right,
Also,
moving
of
on.
note in that picture, you can see he has a sideways gearbox, which is kind of funny because it means his arm can like go forward, kind of like in
Yeah.
front of him instead of like side to side. Kind of cool. That's like the only praise I got.
That's all there is.
Sure.
That's all there is.
And then the last set we get is Umarak the Destroyer.
Yeah.
No, this is
Umarak,
one that was
uh,
in the other set earlier for some strange reason.
Yes.
He gets mutated at some point when he puts on the mask of control and it like takes control of him and turns him into a beast.
He does look cool. He looks better than
looks
the
a lot
Beast does.
cooler.
It looks like an evil clown with the hair on the sides.
Yeah. I don't like the mask.
Significantly cooler in in pictures than it is to like tinker with him, because he has no bilateral wrist movement at all. So those giant claw arms, they're just like imagine my forearms are just my hands.
Yeah, you can't
So it's like,
twist. He's got less hand movement than a regular minifigure does.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't like, because I mean, Umarak's like my favorite build for a villain, and then there's this guy. So like, I don't know, he's cool, but I kind of resent that he exists, because I feel like you trade off a lot of like the design motifs that Umarak the Hunter had and the color scheme, and
It made him look cool.
and this guy is just like, I mean, the claws are sick, but like, I mean, he looks indistinguishable from the beasts. This didn't even need to be Umarak. There's like nothing shared.
It could have been something completely different than Umarak, and it would have probably been better.
Yeah,
But
He's
that
still
was
cool.
that is the last of the set. Oh, no, there's a couple others. Oh,
Scorpion.
There's the weird magazine gifs.
This thing
Scorpion.
isn't canon.
yeah, makes no story appearance whatsoever. It's just kind of like a creature build just to have.
Yeah.
And needless to say, no exclusive pieces. It's just a
This
thing.
one is weirdly important. This one
Yes.
is canon.
It came-
So this rather unceremoniously is the 7th elemental creature.
yes, it is.
That
It's a
is
chemo.
and I think his name is what, LJ? Agil?
Yes, it is Agil, the creature of light.
Yes. Rather unceremoniously dumped as a magazine build, but
Free with Bionicle comic issue number 2, September 2016, which wasn't it already canceled at that
Yep.
point?
yes.
Okay. All right.
I hate how this thing
I mean,
went out, man.
I like the build of the bird, but
pretty sick.
wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why this exists how it does. Oh, there's more.
This is cool though. The power-up pack,
power up cape.
Cape.
because you get the randomly they throw the mask of creation into a poly bag, and then it gives you a cape that you can just stick on Tahu's random arm.
What?
And the
What a
cape,
lot of people like to do is they like to take this cape and they will put it on like an arm or whatever. They like to put it on Akimu, like the mask maker, like Toa Akimu. They put it on him, and then Agil has a function where he can like sit on Akimu's arm. So he's got the cape on one arm, Agil on the other, and it looks kind of sick.
and he looks awesome. Yeah,
But
but
if it's a cape, why is it going on his arm?
it's like Boba Fett. It's a short cape.
Kind of
All right.
like a cloth.
Yeah,
It's what it looks like. It doesn't look like a cape. It looks like a rag.
I don't know. They were really reaching for a bit at the end there for stuff to do it.
I don't even know when this one
Polybag.
was released, but it's going for $31.
yeah. But this now brings us to the end
Yeah.
because this was it.
Wow.
And 2016 unceremoniously ends Bionicle on the most sour note possible. And part of the reason for that is Journey to One.
Yeah.
Or as you guys so eloquently nicknamed it during your review of it, the Journey to Done.
Oh,
Yeah, that's still my favorite bit. Like, for context, 2015 was pretty much exclusively spent smack talking G2 for the animations. And then we were waiting all year for crumbs of story content, like the books that pretty much just retold the animations, the comics that pretty much just retold the animations. And then, like, I forget if it was at the end of the year or the beginning of 2016, they announced we're getting a Netflix show, which is the #1 thing people had wanted, because if Ninjago can get it and Legends of freaking Shima can get it, then surely Bionicle can get it, and they're doing it. But then it wasn't quite what we'd hoped for, because it was only 4 episodes split into 2 seasons, 2 for the winter wave, 2 for the summer wave. And I mean, they were what, 40, was it 22-minute episodes, wasn't it?
I believe so. Yeah,
about.
something in that ballpark.
So
Just
in
about.
total, throw them together, you've got like an hour and a half. That's not nothing. That's like a
No.
mini movie, essentially.
What was crazy to me with them was when you announced we're giving this theme a Netflix show,
I
My
think it's going to continue.
I don't think this is going to go away. I'm like, oh, sick. This is like, my thought process was Ninjago gets Cartoon Network, Bionicle gets Netflix.
That's what we were hoping. And we
And
were
that's
hoping that,
perfect.
like, because it was skewed slightly older, maybe they would have less restrictions, not airing it on broadcast TV.
Yeah.
That was our very naive hope. And like, I remember watching Journey to One, and we were pretty nice to it. I think nicer than it deserves, going back to it nowadays.
It was a fun time for what it was. Like, it was definitely a lighter tone than G1 was.
Yes.
But like, it was our first actual Bionicle TV show, so we were willing to give it a lot of benefit of the doubt on that alone.
We were at least willing to like see where it went. And so season 2 comes out, and we're watching the Beasts and the Uniters and all this stuff. And the further in it goes, like episode 1, mostly fine. Episode 2, you can tell like 5 minutes in, oh, they're wrapping this up really hastily.
Yes.
Because what they essentially did, we know this because I believe members of the Lego Ambassador Network, or at least specifically Biosector 01, the wiki, back when they were part of the LAN, I think Brickset went too. They went out to Lego to view the last 2 episodes. For some reason, they did this, and they had this whole Q&A meet and greet where they essentially were like, yeah, it's ending. And then they delivered a bunch of other bad news. But one of the things that was learned during this meetup was it was canceled midway through production of the show.
Yep.
So we don't know exactly what the development pipeline is, but if I had to guess, I would say they had episode 3 mostly finished and so couldn't change it. And then they get the news that it's canceled, and they have to literally cancel it and end the story in 1 episode.
What infuriated me was like the weird little references of like, oh, like Toa of Light. I'm like, haha, I see what you're doing here. Just wrap this up. And then like, like the Makuta build, like the Makuta model for that, where he's like trapped in like Bionicle hell, was actually really sick. Yeah. But we never did it.
So,
and thank you, LJ, because it's right here.
We kind of get it. So the story behind that. So Makuta does appear in Journey to One. The big bad finally has a physical representation.
What?
Yep,
there
he is.
This is a combination model that was done by 3 set designers. Nicholas Voss, might know him as Brick Thing, Corvin Steichert, Vazox friend, and Nick van Slagmat, might know him as Tooth Dominoes. The 3 of them collaborated on this. This is an official model. It shows up in the show as this. And what they did, the 3 of them released kind of breakdown photos of this so that people could build it, and released a list of the sets you need to make it.
Wow.
Of every Bionicle combination model, of which there are many, this contains the most composite sets at 7.
There's 7 sets in this thing?
Yes.
There's 7
It's
sets
huge.
in this thing.
So that could explain why the prices are so high for a lot of these sets.
Probably.
Yeah, one of my favorite moments being in the Bionicle community was being at Brick Fair, Virginia in 2016, which was right after the theme was canceled. Like, the episodes came out, everyone in TTV watched them. We refreshed Bionicle.com, and there's the announcement that Bionicle is done. So a few days later, these pictures are released. And so we're all in person for the first time, like as a large group. And we're like, all right, this is sick. We're making this. And so we went to store to find all the composite sets. We brought them back, and then we just stared building.
Yeah. The issue is they had breakdown photos and not detailed instructions. So you kind of had to figure it out as you went, which is why LJ, you made a video with like proper instructions.
Yeah,
and
there are some inaccuracies because, I mean, there's a lot of reverse engineering, and we got a few things wrong, but
you got pretty dang close.
Absolutely. No, 100%.
Wow.
So the fact that we didn't even get this as a set is kind of tragic in and of itself. The fact that they didn't release proper instructions for it, double the tragedy. The third thing is this mask he's wearing, which is the mask of ultimate power, was not actually in any of these sets.
So how did you end up building it?
3D
3D
probably.
printing.
Ah.
That's all we got. And even this picture, which I believe was in the set designer's breakdown model, this was also just an internal 3D print. Like they never manufactured any like actual ABS plastic versions of this mask.
Wow.
Not even for testing.
It's just it infuriated me. Like that show drove me nuts, that last episode, because I'm like, wait a minute, like what is happening here?
We just started.
What are we doing? This just started back. What's happening here? And then all of a sudden they're all like chest beam, arc reactor blasting Makuta back through a portal into whatever, and then they zip up into the stars, and then that's the end of it.
Dude, the
And
story
you're like,
makes no sense. There's
It
so many
doesn't.
concepts that you could tell were going to be the third year, and they had to compress them down into 22 minutes. Like the Toa were probably going to spend, well, not probably, we know this from the art book, they were going to go to the Shadow Realm and spend like all of the 2017 story like in the Shadow Realm.
which would have been sick.
Yeah.
I mean, I think tomorrow we're gonna like talk about how people remember it,
Yes.
because like this past weekend I was gonna try to watch the show. JJ gave me homework and I failed. I didn't have time.
Oof.
But I did see a video of all the Bionicle commercials, like as kids were growing up from like Gen 1, Gen 2. It was 90% Gen 1, and then like I think there was like 2 commercials for Gen 2. And I think that's very telling of how much faith Lego had in Bionicle, which I don't understand. Like they seem to push it that first year. How bad were the sales to the point where they just canceled it mid 2016? Like
it would have been earlier than that, because the production timeline for the show, it was probably still being made in 2015.
It
When
wasn't
you
even
think
given
about
a
how long
chance.
something like that lasts. They maybe had sales data from the first wave, but they wouldn't have even had complete sales data for the Skull villains yet. So
And I think what also definitely hurt Bionicle was Hero Factory's sales towards the end weren't the best. And then they were throwing CCBS builds of the Star Wars characters were still coming out at that point, and that was getting kind of funky. And it's like, well, I genuinely believe that people were just tired of like the CCBS theme, and like that concept was just, they were losing it. And Bionicle was just, let's give this, like last time it was they were testing Bionicle action figures and people liked them. So let's try and run this again. And maybe this will save our system. And it just didn't work.
yeah.
But at the same time, like I don't really think they ever gave it a fair rap. So I'm not even sure what led to it getting the plug pulled.
So there was a lot of stuff going on at the time. Elj, I know we've talked over the years about all the different theories about like advertising budgets. Do you remember that well enough to speak on it?
So part of it, what I remember, so 2014 saw a pretty big thing happen in kind of the Lego pantheon, its history. 2014 saw the release of the Lego movie.
right.
And that was a massive hit, just a huge smashing success. It drove demand for Lego products through the roof, absolutely astronomically high. Lego was not prepared for that. They couldn't keep up with that. And so, if I recall correctly, they overcorrected. They brought back a whole bunch of their advertising budgets. That impacts everything. There were other themes that they wanted to invest more in, which cannibalized the budget for Bionicle.
Yeah.
So they really only gave it that first year. And this is the part where it's kind of conjecture. They only really gave it that first year, half year, to determine whether or not it was going. If it wasn't like a boom, big smash success, it was gone.
It was
and
gone.
I guess it wasn't smash success enough for them.
Right.
And they decided this is not worth it. We're just going to use the budget for other things.
The Lego movie stuff is well documented. There were articles in like Variety, talking about like that side of things. The other part of it, I know the source. It came from Patrick Biggs on like Eurobricks, I believe, who was talking about or someone, it was either he directly posted or it was someone claiming they spoke to him at a Lego convention. But essentially it was Ninjago, because 2014 was the year in which Ninjago went from having one TV season for the entire year, split into 2 set waves, to 2 seasons, for one for the winter and one for the summer wave, that were completely different. And so it needed twice the marketing budget that came from somewhere, and it came from, Bionicle, pretty much. So.
Ninjago, as amazing as Ninjago is, it just seems to be that theme where it's whenever there's an original action theme that doesn't get enough of an opportunity to really have its due and really take some oomph and run with it, get enough rope to go. It's always because Ninjago's destroyed its budget, or like Ninjago at this point is such a force.
Yeah,
I don't even think they have to market it anymore because now it's just in the public eye. And I feel I think Lego back then probably assumed Bionicle is big enough to where it may not need enough all this marketing, so let's not heavily invest in it that much because Ninjago needs it more, and they heavily underestimated how much marketing budget they took from Bionicle, if left anything for it at all.
Right.
And then here we go.
I found the direct quote. It was pretty much exactly what I said. And then there was this bit. According to Patrick Biggs' account, the Bionicle team seemed super pissed about this. And it makes sense given that Ninjago's first cancellation happened because Lego learned the wrong lesson from G1 Bionicle's declining sales.
Mm-hmm.
They were convinced that G1 sales dropping off a cliff after 2003 was proof that no story-focused theme was viable past 3 years. This is why they introduced their now infamous Big Bang theme strategy. They legitimately thought kids would be tired of Ninjago after 3 years and ready for whatever new story-based theme Lego was cooking. They were wrong, and it cost them dearly, with Chima and later Nexo Knights both underperforming and indirectly harming G2.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder if they would have had these first 2 years worked of G2. We would we know that there was ideas for 2017.
Right.
But would they have gone anywhere after that? Probably not. It feels like they would have wrapped it up in 2017 and been done because this didn't feel like before where you're going to end on some crazy cliff note that's going to project you into the next jump.
Right.
There's no new, you're not setting up any new characters. You're not giving us anybody else besides the Toa and the protectors and the creatures to be able to maybe create new Toa like you did with the Anika, with that wave, where you're giving these smaller characters a bigger role now. It felt like we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be it.
Right.
My take on G2 has kind of matured over the years, but not necessarily in the best of ways, because I remember way back when we were very upset that it wasn't living up to its potential, and we blamed the cancellation for that. But as you just laid out, even if it hadn't gotten canceled in the way it did, its scope was always smaller. Its ambition was way less. If it had ridden out those 3 years, I still don't think it would have had any kind of lasting legacy.
Which,
of
honestly,
any kind.
though, it surprises me because with how beloved Gen 1 was, you would have thought that they would have invested heavily into Gen 2 because they know that there is fans out there for, or on one hand, they don't need to invest in as much because fans are already going to come and get it. But at the same time, they knew if they just, it's almost a sense of you can't strike lightning twice. Lightning can't strike in the same spot twice. Bionicle had its huge run with Gen 1. While there are some people that are probably excited for it, there were still people who were like, why bring it back? I mean, 1, it's too soon. 2, how are you going to top the original story? 3, you're not getting those unique pieces anymore. Yeah. And it's gotten to the point where the only way that Bionicle could ever return at this point properly is if they went back to the roots and did this almost the exact same thing with Gen 1, but that can never happen because it's too expensive to mold all those unique pieces again.
It would have to be minifigures. It had to be system because they moved away from CCBS entirely.
And even then, that's not Bionicle really.
And even
Bionicle is the buildable characters.
The story was made by accident, like I said in the Hot Takes episode. They don't know how to do it. They didn't do it the first time. They kind of tripped and fell into the kind of story and media that Bionicle had the first time. They don't know how to replicate it. they thought that making the animations look like Menog would be enough to get fans that liked G1 into it. But it was nothing like Menog at all outside of those character models. So
it was like, this was a classic example of, let's just try and give people a little bit of what they liked from before, just sprinkle in some fan service here and there, name drop some things left and right, and that'll be enough. And it's like, no, it's not.
now
No, it's
you
not.
are the Toa of light. Insert laugh track here.
We're close.
I
Get that.
paused. I was watching that. I paused the episode and went, oh. Like, I visibly just hurt everywhere hearing that. I'm like, okay, great. Is Variki going to show up next? Like, now what's next? Like, I just,
that,
you know
that
what I
would have
mean?
been peak.
Purple Variki comes out of nowhere.
Dude.
Oh, I just also like the whole sequence of Gali in the Shadow Realm, and she's sneaking around corners, and Makuta is just being followed around by a couple random beasts, and that's it. Like, what is happening here?
I don't even know why why did he have minions in the Shadow Realm? Where did they come from?
I don't. Yeah, like, this was easily to this point. This was Lego's biggest failure of a theme ever, was G2.
It certainly hurt the most.
It pained me as a lifelong vinyl fan.
I
It
think
hurt me.
you're saying that because of how well G1 did.
No, it went a year and a half and then got the plug pulled.
I think video was shorter than Bionicle G2.
Video was after that.
Like to
To that point. That's why I said to that point.
Okay,
Because
to that
video
point.
was brutal.
Yeah.
Video, I think, made it just maybe a year.
It was
before
just such a letdown. Like,
pulled.
I mean, back what I said in the Hot Takes episode, as much as Bionicle fans say they want it to come back, they don't really, because they're never going to get exactly what they want. There's no one single way everyone's going to be happy, and you're never going to get that same momentum that you had from G1. G2 never had a chance.
There's exactly one way that a lot of people want Bionicle back.
Mm-hmm.
Like this.
Done.
Just like
Hamsters.
But like literally.
No, I mean literally. Like
Mhm.
this container, right? See it? Right?
Mhm.
Literally just put this on a Walmart shelf. That's it. Done. No reimagining. No new pieces. No nothing. You literally just do this again. Exactly like this.
There's
That's
a
what lot
not
of people want.
insignificant part of the fandom that is championed literally just remake the old sets. And I'm like, why would, I mean, outside of like the secondhand market, like why would you do that?
I mean,
From like a practical point.
the one thing that Lego made the point of switching to the CCBS system with year 2 of Hero Factory, when they introduced that whole ball and socket click armor system that made everything really uniform, was cost. It helped them save money. Well, I don't think that matters anymore because they made $13 billion in profit last year. So, like,
True.
and you spent 10 years developing Smart Play. So I'm like,
Oh my
there's
god.
probably a way in which you could do something like this again, especially with Bionicle nostalgia at an all-time high. Like, Death Battle just happened. We were talking about that before we started recording. But
Yeah.
like, there's still people. I think you could do something, but I don't think it would be like, again, it wouldn't be what it was, and people would just get mad at it again.
The only way that you can make a Bionicle that would work is if it's helmed by people that get it. Like,
Mhm.
you
Yes,
have,
yes.
I don't mean get it as in like, yeah, hire the fans, they can do it. I mean someone that is smart enough and articulate enough to understand the business side of things, to understand how Lego as a company functions, works, and will persist. And also someone that can look at what Bionicle did really well, acknowledge and recognize those things,
Mhm.
and execute on them. Like,
Exactly.
figure out how to make a modern Bionicle that respects and does well by the original source material. Because
Yes.
right now, like Mesa was saying earlier, if you had if modern Lego made Bionicle, and maybe Cameron, maybe you were saying this, one of you guys, if you had current Lego make Bionicle, it's not gonna work. It just
It's
won't.
not.
I mean, I said yesterday on our podcast, and this isn't a joke, if Bionicle came out nowadays, it would be a smart brick theme.
Yep.
It would be like
100%.
Pokemon.
God.
It would be like Pokemon, where they have the figures, and then like, and picture the big Mata torsos, but there's a smart brick inside, and like you have like that's what it would be.
It
They
totally would be.
like so like.
It totally would be.
We don't
Oh,
want
I didn't
Nobody
think I
wants
could.
that.
I did not think I could hate Smart Play anymore. But if they did do it to Bionicle, I would hate it more.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like literally, you pull the community, and like no disrespect, because there's talented people out there that have done this. A lot of people have been like, well, we're against minifigure Bionicle with every fiber of our being, but what we could do is just make Bionicle sets, but make them smaller. And it's like, you mean like Mixel joints small? No, smaller, like tiny, almost like minifigures. Just it's identical to the
People
sets
just
we got,
out of
but
my
small. Like,
Yeah, there's your
Did
Mixed joint Tahoe right there.
smaller than that. Like, there's some stuff. It's, I don't know, man. It's just weird. Like, if it was gonna come back, I'd want it to be modernized in some way.
Yes.
Don't like lose the spirit, but like it's got to be new to justify why I should care about it.
I honestly believe if you were even to give it an option, you would need to probably throw those characters into a season of Ninjago and then use the Ninjago TV show to spin off into its own thing.
A backdoor pilot.
You literally, though.
That might be its only chance.
Yeah, like Chima keeps sneaking its way into Ninjago just because they backdoored it in there and it's become a part of Ninjago canon now, which is mind-boggling to me.
It's really funny.
I mean, also the one thing, the last thing I'll say about the like modern day Lego designers is they hire fan designers now. They've hired people that are massive fans of Lego. Like there's been people who have done it before. Cam, our good friend Matt,
Yes,
is now a set designer working on the Mario team. And we can talk about this, Cam. He's talked about it publicly. It's on his Instagram account that he's working on Mario.
I forgot that first. I was like, did you really just do that to him?
No, I'm not doing that to him. But like he primarily, his claim to fame on like Rebrickable and our lug was Speed Champions. He built cars like crazy. And when he got hired, they put him on Mario. And he said the reason why they do this with the designers is because they don't want you being a part of something that you love more than your own life, because it makes it harder for you to justify, I need to tweak this so it fits into an actual retail product that can be sold. So it's like you don't want the Bionicle fans making Bionicle sets because they're going to be like, no, it needs to be this way, and you're not going to follow the needs of the business to make sure this makes sense in the end. So that's the issue you run into. Where it's like, that's why like Eljay's point, it's like they need somebody, if they were ever to try, it needs to be somebody who's going to come in there and know what worked, so they can use those things but modernize it to Lego's current goals.
Sometimes they incorporate Bionicle fans, but I get your point. It's rare, like the GWP, you know. That was designed by it was Nick and Neek, right?
Yeah.
Eljay?
A bunch of people worked on it, but they're credited as, I think, Neek specifically, Neek van Slagma. He is credited specifically as its
and both of them came from, I think, BZ Power, so like they were Bionicle fan community like enthusiasts. So
I don't.
It is rare.
Like I don't hate this. Like, is
Dude,
it
I love the
Bionicle?
GWP.
No, but it's something so like I could have seen them doing a wave of these sort of sets for like an anniversary or something,
dude,
and it would actually work.
Take that template, give it maybe like, I don't know, 4 exclusive custom like armor pieces, and could be fine, totally fine. I love the GWP a lot.
I was wrong. BSO1, it credits Nico Voss as the set designer, but there was an interview where both Nico and Neek were discussing it. So
yeah, I don't know, man. I think something cool could always be done with Bionicle, but as the years have gone on and the G2 stuff has cooled off, I would kind of prefer it to be left in the past.
Me too.
Anything they would do with a revival would be endlessly scrutinized by people. I'm not innocent. I'd be right there being like, you know, where's my world building? Where's my like culture? Where's my Mesonak art style? Not enough pistons, you know. So like,
I would love to just see give us an Icons anniversary set.
That's all I want, man.
Exactly.
That'd be perfect.
Respect and honor the past, but don't try and just bring it back for a quick cash grab.
Yeah.
Honor the fact that it changed Lego forever, and that's the respect
Save the company.
should get.
Well, I think it's a good spot for us to wrap up here and end this episode. I want to thank our guests yet again for taking time to join us for a third straight week.
Hey, it is Bionicle month, so I
It is
mean,
Bionicle month.
It
True.
was a blast. Had a ton of fun.
Oh yes.
Always a pleasure. Thank you guys for inviting us.
Oh yes, always. Would you guys like to
Absolutely.
plug where everybody can find you and anything you guys have been working on lately?
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of stuff recently on the TTV channel. The
Mhm.
death battle stuff we've been talking about. We have 2 podcasts where we talked about before and after. LJ, you've been doing your Bionicle Heroes Let's Play and big project you've been working on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. No, I've been doing the Let's Play, and also we are working on a sequel series to a film we released in 2019. It was a kind of humorous adaptation of 2001 Bionicle, filmed entirely in Minecraft. It is a project we announced years ago and finally got to make many years afterwards. It's called Biocraft Chronicles. It's about an hour and 10 minutes long, and we are doing a follow-up series to that called Biocraft The Borak Update, which covers 2002.
Ooh.
It's still in Minecraft. So we've been working on that really hard, and we're very excited for people to see it when it's ready.
nice.
That'll be sweet. And that'll be really fun to watch as well when that comes out. We will make sure everybody gets known about that because we'll talk about it.
Thank you.
That being said, thank you all for watching. If you've not already, subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you're notified when all brand new episodes go live. Fridays at 2 p.m. for the flagship show, third Tuesday of every month for Time Capsule, and then Let's Play will come as it comes. We will be playing through Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight Mayhem mode when that comes out in about a month's time, so that'll be super fun.
And then we also have Superhero Sunday.
Yep, thank you for that one, where we are going through and going to determine over the course of the next year what the best Lego superhero set of all time is year by year. This month's is going to be on 2012. We have a guest lined up for that, so keep an eye out for that one at the end of the month.
I know what it is.
Huh?
CCBS
Okay.
Captain America.
He is up back there, standing right next to Hulk.
See,
and
LJ's
Iron
got
Man.
all of the Bionicle sets. Cam has every Marvel set minus like 2, so even the bad ones. Looking ahead as
to.
well. Yep. You can follow. Sorry, I got totally sidetracked there for a second. Thank you to all of our channel members because they are amazing and awesome. Special thank you to D Glaze, Ben Northway 3386, Michelle Mondro, Medieval Brick Dad, and brand new channel member Thomas Anthony Smith. So
Are we at 6 now?
We're at 5.
Okay, we're at 5.
Thank you everybody for being channel members and helping us keep the lights on and helping us do fun stuff. You can find us on Instagram at the Brick Hour Pod. You can find me on Instagram at Langstra Builds.
You can find me at Cameron Studios _.
We will see everybody in the next video. Have a great night. Happy building.
Bye.